Welcome to the great outdoors, ladies and gentlemen. Where we're in Silver Spring, Maryland, and apparently, from what I can tell, since I got here Thursday, the sun don't shine here. Okay, it's cold as can be, overcast. Looks like it's going to pour again, and I am just so glad to be here in Silver Spring. You know, introducing my Mini to the world from Silver Spring, Maryland.
All right, Pops, we are outside.
Yeah, we are.
It's cold, man.
Yeah, it is. I can't tell you exactly how thrilled I am that we're doing this outdoors, but then again, you didn't have a big enough space to put the car in.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so question that I want to ask you, Dad, and we're going to do, in this video, you're going to see, we're going to do a little tour of the
Mini. That was our Vanna White pose.
That was our Vanna White pose. We'll zoom out. We're going to give you a walk through the Mini. But Dad, you've leased your car.
Yes, I did.
And I think you've leased your last few cars.
Yes, I have.
And so we were going to take the time during this video.
Yes.
We'll do some of the shots in the car as well because holy cow, is it cold.
It's chilly, it's chilly.
We're going to explain, you're going to explain.
Somebody's going to explain.
Why you chose to lease your car.
Well, because it's a depreciating asset. I'll make it real easy for you.
You don't have to do that right now because we're going to do a different shot.
Okay. So I leased the car because, well, in life you want to lease things that depreciate and you want to buy things that appreciate. And I can assure you, other than these rather unusual times we live in at the moment, cars always depreciate in value. And the beauty of leasing is I know exactly how much it's going to depreciate, and I know exactly how much my payment's going to be for the next 30, well, in my case now, the next, 26 months, since I've already had the car for 10 months. And it was just a cheaper way to go. Having been an employee of our BMW and Mini stores, where I got this from, I was entitled to employee pricing, which makes a $42,600 car with absolutely no money out of pocket come down to a payment of $380 a month for 36 months based on driving 10,000 miles a year. So it was just, for me, a no-brainer. Kept my payment under $400 a month. I drive a brand new car, and it's covered under warranty and maintenance the whole time that I drive the car. And, well, so far I've got 1,750 miles on it. Really doing a lot of driving here. So one of the other reasons that I lease a vehicle is because, I don't know, I just like having a new vehicle every 3 years or so. And the best way to do that, where I'm not in a negative equity position, is to lease the car. The beauty of leasing is that you know exactly what the term is, and at the end of that term you can go into another vehicle, whether you want to lease it or purchase it, but you have the freedom after 3 years to decide what you want to do. Do you want to just give the car back and walk away? Do you want to buy the car for the residual value? And if you're in a crazy market like we are right now, the residual value is probably much lower than what the retail value of the vehicle would be at this point. So you could buy the car at the residual, sell it for retail, and pocket that profit, or you could just turn it in and go into another car, which is what I like to do, because I always like to be under warranty and under maintenance. So I don't really have any expenses to incur while I'm driving the car other than gas and insurance. Yeah.
So Dad.
Yeah, Dad, Zach having to shorten up because, well, his father is so damn short. Yeah, why don't you just sit on the fender of the car?
Yeah,
there
I'll do
you
my
go.
best because it's under warranty.
It is, but not for scratches.
Okay, so can you explain,
Yeah.
if someone's watching this video,
Yes.
and knowing us, we probably titled it something like, all the reasons you need to lease a vehicle, not buy it.
Or something else.
Something like, all right,
Yeah.
you'll probably come up with
Yeah.
the title. But help someone understand. I mean, you like leasing the car because you get into a new one every 3 years or
Yes.
2 years, whatever the term is. It's under maintenance, it's under warranty. You know it's essentially a fixed cost, what you're getting into.
Yes.
What are the cons to leasing? If someone is watching this video and they want to understand the cons, what are they?
Excess wear and tear.
What does that mean?
So what is excess wear and tear? They understand that if you lease a car over the course of 3 years, there's going to be some scratches, there's going to be some dings.
Is they the leasing company?
They the leasing company. So scratches, what do we mean by scratches? If the scratches, I think their criteria is either under 3 inches or under 2 inches long, there's no charge for that. That's considered normal wear and tear. If a door ding is smaller than the size of a quarter, that's considered normal wear and tear, and there's no charge for that. If there's a chip in the windshield, you're getting charged for a windshield.
So this is when you go to lease return.
Yes,
Gotcha.
because they have to check out the car to see if there's any excess wear and tear. Are there tears to the interior? And if there are, that's not considered normal wear and tear. That's considered excess wear and tear. If there's dents from an accident, that's considered damage. And if you have the unfortunate circumstance where you end up in an automobile accident, you just have to take it to a certified body shop and have it repaired. And there's no cost to you as far as excess wear and tear charges for a vehicle that's been in an accident and repaired by a certified body shop. They can't do anything to you for that. But tires, there have to be, I think it's 30 seconds. Is that what it is? I don't know. There's got to be, you can't have the tires down to the tread bar, the wear bar. If it is, they'll charge you for tires. And I can tell you, when it comes to a Mini, what they charge you for tires is less than what you could actually go out and buy a tire for. What they charge you for a windshield is actually less than what it would cost you to have a windshield replaced in the car. But yeah, the con is excess wear and tear, and well, excess miles if you go over your allotted miles. In my case, well, I'll have to drive from here to the moon to do that. But
All right, Pops. So
Yeah.
walk us through. I think you used to do this, if I'm not mistaken, for some of the dealers you worked for. What happens
yeah,
at lease end?
well,
What's the lease end turn-in process like? Do you have to do it to the dealership you bought the car or leased the car from?
they prefer that you do it at the dealership where you originated the lease. But let's say you originated the lease in Owings Mills, Maryland, and you've moved to Montana. They don't expect you to bring the car back to Maryland. They expect you to take it to the nearest Mini dealer and turn the lease in there. And the Mini dealer's obligation is to do an inspection. And part of the inspection is they're going to get the exact mileage off the vehicle. They're going to do the excess wear and tear check for the vehicle, and they're going to have you sign a couple documents, and it's all done electronically these days on an iPad, that notate what the miles were, that notates any damage that's excess damage, and that's it. The whole process takes 15 minutes, and then they're going to take the license plates off the car and they're going to hand them back to you and tell you, hey, have a nice visit to the motor vehicle when you drop the plates off.
Okay, next question for you that happens at lease end. A lot of manufacturers offer programs to keep you in their brand at lease end. Is that a thing? Like,
Well,
is
yeah,
that something you should consider?
Yeah, they'll waive the disposition fee. Every lease has a disposition fee. If I'm not mistaken, I believe for Mini it's $395. So if you just want to turn in the car and walk away, there's going to be a fee of $395 that they're going to send you a bill for. And that's the lease end disposition fee, so that covers their expense of getting the car cleaned up and running it to the auction so that they can get rid of the car. And every lease company has a disposition fee if you decide to just turn the car in. But if you agree to lease or purchase another one through that lender, then they will waive the lease end disposition fee. And in Mini's case, if you do that within 6 months of having turned in the car, they'll credit you back the lease disposition fee that they had charged you.
Very nice. Okay, and final question for you about leasing.
Yes.
Can you get out of a lease early? Should you get out of a lease early? How do you get out of a lease early?
Leases are designed to go full term, and leases are kind of like Las Vegas. And what I mean by that is, if you've ever walked on the Strip in Las Vegas and you look at any of the hotels, you could think to yourself, "My God, what you can do with money." Okay, and that's what getting out of a lease is. You can get out of a lease. It's just going to take money. The way a lease payoff works is they're going to figure how many payments you have left, and they're going to add that up and add the residual and subtract a little bit of interest from the money factor, and that's going to be your payoff if you want to get out of it early. Your obligation is for whatever the lease term is, and they're going to collect all those payments, whether you want to keep the car the full term or you want to get rid of it early. Come on, get in!
Who am I? Scotty Kilmer. What does he say?
Get in!
What does Scotty Kilmer say?
I don't know what Scotty Kilmer says. All I know is it's damn cold. Now let's go.